Hey, this is Dan Blewett. I'm here with my good buddy Darren Miller, hitting instructor, GM at Extra Innings. We're going to talk a little bit about two Tommy John friendly squatting techniques. So one of them is a safety squat or top squat, which is what I'm going to demonstrate. But first we're going to go with the cross arm front squat, which is what Darren is going to demonstrate. Now there's a couple different variations of front squat. There's the Olympic type, fingers on the bar. There's the modified Olympic type, which we use with healthy athletes with a strap on the bar. And then there's a crossbody. Crossbody is going to be the most safe for post-surgical guys with the elbow once they're far enough out. So I'm post-op 7 weeks now. My elbow is good. It's got full range, all that kind of stuff. So make sure if you do any of this stuff, your doctor's cleared you to do it. You have good, pain-free, full range of motion. And again, consult with your PT, your doctor, and make sure anything that you see out here on the web is going to be compliant and okay for you to do with your surgery. There's no exercise that's worth messing up your doctor's work and the long road you have ahead of you. So without further ado, Darren's going to talk about the front squat.
All right, bar positioning is our big issue here. That when you see me get set up, I'm going to really get deep under the bar, having it sitting up high on my delts. One of the cues Dan talks about is you almost feel the bar resting against your neck, high on your collarbones, high on your front delts. Then I'm going to get my arms up. That lets me keep my chest and shoulders up and keeping my tall posture. What we're going to talk about here when I finish my set is when you start to lose your rep. The idea of what we can do being safe here is if that posture starts to round, then I'm just going to let it dump. We've got our bumper plates, we're lifting on platforms, and that way you're not trying to catch something and tweak low back, tweak your elbow, tweak anything that might happen trying to catch the bar, that you're going to miss your rep, you just let that thing spill out. I'm going to show an example of that when I get done. But with my initial setup, I'm going to really walk deep under the bar, get the bar high on my delts. That way I can keep good chest high, tall posture.
And one thing you can see here with the front squat, Darren's super vertical with his torso, which is the front squat is a more quad dominant version. He's got great hip mobility, so you can see it's a very different posture than the back squat.
So I'll give an example of if I start to lose my rep, I'm just going to get out away from under it and let the bar tip forward without even trying to catch it or aggravate anything.
So again, pretty safe letting that bar go. If you're not comfortable doing that, you don't have the technique, if you haven't done this before, it might not be the right exercise for you. What I'm going to show now, the top squat or the safety bar squat, might be a better, safer alternative. So one of the attachments I use in lieu of a safety squat bar, if you don't have one, is the Dave Draper top squat attachment. These things run about, I don't know, $150, something like that. And basically just press it onto the barbell. And what this is going to do, it's going to keep you out of the traditional back squat position. It's going to make it more shoulder and elbow friendly by being out here. Now my hands, they're not really doing much more than just holding the weight. They're not supporting any weight. They're not laterally. They're just stabilizing it. I could really probably do this one arm if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that. And again, I have full range of motion. My elbow's good. And this isn't going to put me in any compromised position. So we're going to start with our hands up. As we go down, the hands are going to slightly raise, and then they're going to come back to the starting position. So here they kind of push up, and then back. It's just a couple inches. So real simple. This is probably the most beginner and most elbow friendly of the two. Again, if you're not a seasoned lifter, you're not very comfortable with the front squat, I don't recommend it. I'd probably go with the top squat. I used that my first time around back in '09 when I had my first Tommy John surgery. Squat for months and months and months, pain-free, worry-free with the top squat. Awesome attachment. If you have a safety squat bar, which is just basically a different version of this with some pitch built into the bar and the arms welded to it, awesome alternative as well. Basically, squatting is an integral part of lower body strength, obviously, one of the king of lower body exercises. So if you want to get back into it, you have to be sensible. and just make sure you pick a variety that's good for you. You know, post Tommy John guys shouldn't be back here at the back squat. They shouldn't be here at the front squat or here at the front squat, and they really shouldn't be here unless you're a seasoned lifter and you know how to get rid of the bar should you get in trouble, or you have good spotters to help you. So just 2 quick techniques that I'm personally using. Again, if you want to use these, talk with your doctor, make sure you have good supervision from a strength coach, personal trainer, what have you, and make sure all parties considered with your surgical recovery are on board and are okay with you doing these exercises.